Hello there. Didn't see you. Was too busy staring at this parrot. Hello there, my spicy gravy children. It's me, iSorrow Productions, continuing our mega campaign. Those monkeys always been there? They look like they're up to something suspicious. We are making the great adventure today through Victoria 2. We've continued through CK3, we've done Europa Universalis 4, and now we're in the age of economic boom, industrialization, bit of colonizing, just a bit of a scramble, you know, not too much, just a kind of a whole continent's worth. And we will be carrying on the legacy of Pepe Le Bergetti as far as we possibly can into the great era of Victoria 2. Yeah, as usual, if you've been enjoying this series, feel free to leave a like and subscribe button down below. There'll be one more episode after this one, so get your little booties in and strapped and sparkly, because it's gonna be a bumpy ride. So, welcome to the world in 1820. Sure is a magically festive place, isn't it? And disgusting. I have no words for the disaster that has become of us here. But here we are, the Empire of Heaven, having a whale of a time. We've conquered a lot of land, and we've also made a lot of enemies. And now, the sad thing is, I think Europe is actually the better looking of all of the continents right now. But that's because I really haven't shown you North America. North America's looking interesting, and that whole Hungarian, I'm assuming, personal union with Denmark has led to some interesting developments in the world. That on top of the fact that Spanish North America is goddamn huge, that's kind of scary. South America is almost actually looking pretty decent with the Papal South America. You got the Spanish South America, then you got the Papal Chile, and then you got whatever the hell's going on over here. Did somebody drop a trifle upside down? Now, the two big African countries got wiped in the converter, but I think that's actually for the better, because I kind of want to see the Crusader states and the British, or even the Spanish, or anyone really actually do a bit of colonizing this game. But we did keep Ndongo, because I do love a big dongo. And then we also kept Mudapar, which I think broke through the Spanish, and Swahili, which is, I think that also broke through from the Spanish. They lost a lot of land down here. Australia, still looking amazing, and I really have no words for whatever the hell this is. I'm pretty certain that one of these big powers is definitely going to eat up all of China, hopefully, and we might see some sort of conflict over there, but for now, well, we gotta go back to our country, the Empire of Heaven. Now, again, we aren't the only Crusader state still around. We still have the Crusader state of Africa, which was actually Morocco in the last game, but I thought this was a much more fitting name from their heritage and the fact that everyone in this damn nation and this game is French. Something I missed out on before I actually showed it in the video, in the last video, was that the Kingdom of America actually has the Bonaparte dynasty on it. That's right, Napoleon's America. Without further ado, let's get straight into it and see what state our country actually is in. Alright, I have a metric ton of soldiers. I have an incredible amount more to build, which is kind of fitting from where we left off in EU4. And our most populated states are an absolute mess for some reason. Apparently Hejaz is our most popular actual state, then down to our colonies in India. Well, that's a lot of Indians. And the biggest, funniest thing is a lot of it is all French now. Whilst we might have converted all of the provinces in EU4, they actually don't immediately all transfer like that. It actually goes by the history of the provinces and how long they've actually been this culture for. And obviously, because all of these guys have been French or Outrima before for the longest time, well, they're all French, and whilst I did convert a bunch of the Indian ones, not everyone over here is French yet. But dear lord, yeah, there is a lot of French people around. We got the Crusader states of Africa, they're French. You got the Americans over here. While they don't look that French, they will actually start turning French because, dear lord, they're French. French and Kafar. Did I mention that one? But if you want to look at the spaghetti of a mess that is Britain right now on the nationality map, it's pretty bad. They've got Anglo-Saxon down here, they've got English, they've got Norwegian in Ireland, they've got a little bit of Irish still left that the Norwegians didn't wipe out, you got a tiny bit of Scottish over there, and then in the north, heck, there's even a bit of Icelandic. A few wars have carried over from our save, which is the American Aquitanian Nationalist War, where they're trying to take New England, which they already own, so that's probably going to peace out immediately. The Russian conquest of Etkara from Georgia, and the British Langzangi Imperialist War. They're getting straight to business, aren't they? Great powers, exactly how they kind of looked last time. Oh, I did show off, actually. Scandinavia, or Sweden, is now the Northern Empire. I thought that was more fitting than calling them Sweden. And we obviously have the British Empire number 2, the Northern Empire, which is Sweden, Spain, Crusader states of Africa. They actually made it to GP, which is pretty interesting. The Netherlands, America, and Hungary. Now we are like GP by a lot, mostly because of our military power, which that's gonna disappear very fast because I don't have the damn money to support that military. Alright, if I unpause, how much money am I about to... I'm gaining some money. Oh, I'm really getting called to war by the Scandinavians for the liberation of Wales. No. Unfortunately, I have much bigger problems, like trying to figure out the spaghetti mess that is our empire. And deleting my army immediately put me down to 3rd grade power, which was fine. Don't worry, the army will be back, stronger than ever. Something I haven't talked about is our RGOs. We don't have a lot of good ones. In fact, I have noticed that for iron, there are actually some amazing iron provinces in places like Italy, where they have a 500k population. That is insane. It is safe to say we are not going to have any iron problems in this game. That is for certain. Let me just building my explosive factories in Iraq. Hopefully George Bush don't spawn in this world. So we have immediately found ourselves in the French liberation of Aleppo war, where the Pepe descendants have tried to go ahead and reconquest their old Middle Eastern territory, which we're giving them a good go and showing them how that's not going to be happening today, buddy. Ethiopians, seeing a moment of weakness, also went ahead and tried to get Eritrea off us, but we did slap those guys about too, and now we've actually taken a nice bit of land off them. There is just all sorts of unification wars going on right now. The Scandinavian liberation of Wales, though, I'm not too sure about that one. Although I guess technically they are Norwegian, right? Yeah, they've got a whole bunch of Norwegian down here, so, you know, they do have a little core down here, so does Norway, which is why they're probably so hungry to get it. That's right, baby. We're coming home. The Great Liberation War has failed for the French, and now we have gone ahead and humiliated them by making them release Australia. Sorry for unleashing Australia on the world, by the way. Said I'd never be back, but I'm going back. And once again, it's all for one province. And yeah, they've still got 167 divisions, but they are uncivilized, so this will probably be a bit more of a cakewalk. No, it's still terrible over here. Once again, don't ever go to Central Asia. You know, I might have taken a bunch of land, but it was not worth it. The worst part is, I'm gonna have to go back once more to take Punjab. Holy... I wasn't expecting to see you. Oh my god. And the British War of Javanese Liberation is going down right now. I think this is an actual crisis war, and Germany is trying to get a whole bunch of land. Oh my god, I genuinely didn't think Germany was going to form, but now I'm actually kind of scared. Meanwhile, we have allied with our French brothers from across the pond, and I have noticed that their population is getting more French by the hour. And we've got everyone forming as well. We've got Italy now too, and I noticed America's actually conquered a bunch of land, and they're going west. Although I think Germany did just lose that war with Austria, and they're not looking too spicy, really. Excuse me? What on earth is going on over there? Oh, it looks like Transvaal is trying to break free of Spain? Is that Spain that owned it? Oh, East Germany, West Germany, North Germany, South Germany, bit southerner Germany. Just more French people for the world. Oh, I did say we'd have to go back in at some point. It's like Vietnam, but I don't even have napalm to keep me sane. I cannot wait until I invent machine guns. From our next endless battle against the Horde, we now got a whole bunch of nice coal provinces, which is going to help fuel our already booming industry. Oh, there's Scandinavia burning down Europe again, and Germany's still trying to conquest Austria. Oh, somehow got caught up in a war with parts of China? You know what? I haven't done any colonizing for the most part, so this is, I guess my first proper colony. I guess we could count India, but that was way more of a conquest than a colonizing, wasn't it? Because every war ended up with me chasing these guys through the damn mountain. Oh, just had a crisis fire. I say fire, didn't actually fire. I just backed one of them, and then, not looking so big now, are ya? We've also made this Asia situation even more complicated, because now there's another China. There's China. I've been thinking of where I want to go next, and whilst I haven't got involved in many European affairs, if any at this point, other than fighting them through proxy, I'm gonna go ahead and kill the Hungarians. Now, I'm not gonna kill them completely, but I do want to clean up this border a bit. Bit early for Rommel there, Germany. Now, I think there might be a bit of a confliction here on who exactly owns this part of Central America. So, when I went to war with Hungary, I should have probably checked their cause, because the casus belli I went for was for liberating Greece. Now, I thought that wouldn't be a lot, but in the end it turned out to be quite a bit. I just want to point out that that costed 11 infamy. 11. Although, to be fair, because the Byzantines ended up being so bad, all of these provinces are horrendous. Istanbul, or Constantinople, if it should probably be called, has 57,000 people living there. This land is barren and worthless. Oh, I didn't think that would actually happen. But, I guess the Civil War's still gonna kick off. Ain't too sure about these borders, though. Well, after kind of ruin Hungary, it's now time to kind of ruin Greece. There you go, not too destroyed. At least I didn't do what I did to Hungary to you. Realized I've got an army stuck in the middle of the ocean. I really am the Holy Empire. Also decided to help out my French brothers in the little problem they're having. Come on. I just fought Robert E. Lee there with Felipe Canrobert. So, I just saw a crisis happen, and... What? So while I was at war with the Confederates, or just before, Hungary said, screw it, I'm Slovakia now. Also, Poland, Lithuania just popped out of them too, but it's barely Poland, and definitely not Lithuania. It's time for Operation Free Canada from Slovakia. Oh no. Oh, it begins. Here go, Canada is free, and I'm hoping they clean this mess up. Interestingly enough, the British actually released India as originally a puppet, but then they broke free, which is... there's now free India. Oh, okay, yeah, I don't think they did release them freely, though. I think that might have had something to do with Scandinavia, considering they've taken their cores back off them. But I guess to balance it out, the British did eat all of Africa. I thought this land hadn't been colonized. But there's actually a country here. It's the same color as the uncolonized land. Since India's free, I went ahead and cleaned the border up a little bit, and now that's looking nice and kind of straight. I just realized New Mexico is ruled by radical dictatorship. I'm just imagining Bernie Sanders doing a kickflip. Okay. Oh, I don't think our dynasty is gonna survive this, guys. Oh yeah, the old empire is not looking too fresh. Well, it has happened. Empire of Heaven has fallen, and the Union of Man has taken its place. And with our new leadership under the Destroy Pepe Party proletarian dictatorship, we shall spread our communist word across the continent. There we go, we've also got a communist brother and made our way onto the mainland. And a bit of trouble over Swahili, eh? Oh, well, seems like our ideas are a bit too radical nowadays, huh? But at least we got the Italians on our side. I think we're gonna lose. There we go. The Great War. We are trying to cut down the colonial menace from our land, but unfortunately there is just too many of them, and they've unsurprisingly overwhelmed Italy pretty quickly. Unfortunately, they are breaking through everywhere now. There is not much chance we can hold the line against the world here. Fortunately, we have no choice but to back down in this instant, and whilst we did not take the brunt of that, our ally Italy definitely got mutilated quite a bit. The world was just not quite ready for our very radical ideas. After our great defeat in the war, we are unfortunately now having to pay a whole lot of money to a whole lot of people, which isn't sitting too right for the Union of Man's people. A lot of people are starting to question the Destroy Pepe party very, very quickly. With the failure of the communists, a new party has arisen promising to bring the nation back to greatness. And with the news of this new political party on the horizon, a lot of people seem interested. The people shall speak! And with the fall of Jerusalem, the powers of communism have been ridden from the nation, and a man stating himself to be Pepe Hitler has restored the monarchy as himself dictator. And whilst the monarchy is back and the empire is standing, it is simply ruled by one man with his ambition to rid the world of the powers that punished him.